Good evening, everyone. My name is Jaquise Moore. I am the host of this awesome page, Learning with Jasmine. It is day 13, you guys. Day 13. And I'm going strong, you guys. Oh my goodness. This is now the part where we have um transitioned from the beginning knowledge of everything, and now we're gonna go in depth into like some things that this may have some little bit of a tip, some small tips of what's going to happen. So, for those who don't know, I am a mother who has a child who has autism, and to bring more awareness to the community, that I'm doing 30 days in April, since it is Autism Month, and I'm doing 30 days of just little clips of information about a particular topic. So tonight we are talking about motivating your child with autism to communicate. That's what we're doing. And I just wanted to point out really quickly, this is a really great video. I highly recommend it so you guys can watch it so that you can get more understanding of where I'm coming from. So I'm going to share this YouTube channel, YouTube video. I'm going to copy the link and you guys can watch it. Okay, so for more in-depth activities. Okay, so then you guys can watch it, and that way you guys. Oh no, hold on. Oh, I was gonna accidentally delete y'all. Okay, here we go. All right, so you guys can watch the video that I posted on the comment below. It's a really great video to really understand why it is so important to do certain things out of the norm for your child who has so your child can communicate. It is that's something that I did not do as much as I should have done. And I'm getting myself a spanking with that one. Uh, because that probably would have helped a lot more with the transition before the diagnosis. It doesn't make sense. I hope that it makes sense. So it's so important. So now at age 9, this is something that I absolutely do, and I have some things that I can show you guys. I do not recommend a particular uh, toothpaste. I'm showing you guys toothpaste, right? But I don't recommend Tom's for everyone, right? But that's what I have. So I'm just letting you guys know that I'm not promoting anyone's different um, items. Does that make sense? Okay. So how to communicate. How to motivate your child to communicate. This is a really good YouTube channel. I definitely highly recommend you doing it. So what they're basically talking about in the video, just in the summary of it, is out of reach, and choices. And I can expand a little bit more of it. Here's the best one that I have done, and I've done it recently, and I hadn't even like let her dad know like what I was doing. So we were at a restaurant, and you know how like they have the kids menu, and they ask, they give you the kids menu, and they give you some crowns. Well, the box, she couldn't open the box, and she was waving it at me, just waving it at me. I knew why she was waving it at me, and I didn't respond to it, right? And then she said, "Mommy, can you open it, please?" Yeah, I sure can open it. And so that is the best way is to come. Now I know people may say, "Oh my goodness, you're ignoring your child." Yes, I am ignoring my child. And so the video is talking about if the child is making a noise, it makes a noise, but like oh, like oh, that means open. Uh, then you open it. Oh, you want to be open? A great job for, whatever. But for this, just waving, and you can communicate with devices, you can communicate with sign language. We talked about sign language before. Hope you guys watched those videos. It was really good, right? There's so many ways. The whiteboard, you can draw, write, open, whatever the case may be, communicate, right? But this, you don't respond to it. So yes, I do ignore Jasmine when it comes down to just waving it in my face. And I don't, sometimes I look at her and I'm like, are you trying to tell me something? You know, but that's like later on, like I would say about 30 seconds. Are you trying to say something? And the video does say on the YouTube channel, it does say that it may occur meltdowns. So it's just letting you guys know it will occur that if it comes down to it. But I'm gonna tell you right, if you're consistent, it will happen. It will happen. Trust me, it will happen. So here's like I said, I do not promote the items that I'm going to show you, but I just want to show you exactly the different items that we use and that it has actually have happened. Okay. Um so we have toothbrush and we have toothpaste. Okay. So for a while, Jasmine was having troubles with her hands. So just this part, sometimes some people may think it's, you know, okay, why, but it was very hard for her to open the case for her uh, toothpaste. I mean, her toothbrush. So it's very important to maybe switch it up. Like, are you giving the child the toothbrush all the time? The video is saying have it out of reach. Also, don't jump right on it. Do not do that anymore, parents. Have that moment that you are allowing your child to communicate whatever they want, right? Great video, great suggestions. I highly recommend you looking into that video and let me know. Let me know what's going on. Right now, this one is a really still tricky one because it's the actual opening. So she, if I actually see how loud that was, if I actually close it all the way, it's really tricky. I just realized that it was not, it would have not been closed. So it was easy. But here's the thing. Today, this morning, it was hard for her to squeeze. So I got to find out how we can, so the pencil grip, still in that moment of time. So just holding this is definitely a challenge for her. So I need to find a way that I can increase her fingers, her muscle on her fingers. That's a way that you can assess. Okay, yeah, and so even this type of bottle, you're twisting it and then you're squeezing, right? You're squeezing it. So as long as you're getting the concept of squeeze, squeeze. I'm going to squeeze to get the medicine, right? And so it's so important to have that exercise. So maybe I know there's some more bottles like this that I have. So maybe I can, you know, um, have her put something like get the water and then squeeze it out. That is a great, come on, Jaquise. That is a great activity right there. See? Come on now. Okay. Here's another one that they were really talking about. Okay, so twisting. you know, just a you know, an exercise to see if they can actually, one, do it, and then two, to see if they're going to ask for support, some help. I need help. Her biggest thing right now is if she's having trouble with tying the shoes right now, and so I leave the shoelaces untied. I leave the shoelaces tied for a reason. So when the next time that we go out, she has to ask for me to take the knots out for her to put the shoes on. So that's a good way for to communicate. By the way, I just want to throw it out there before I forget. Okay, so twisting. Obviously, if I twist a little bit, let it seal up a little bit, you know, first of all, is there um is your child having difficulty opening something? Then they're gonna ask for help. The video says that you put your hand like this, and then they kind of communicate however they communicate, and then they put it on your hand. You can do however you want to do it like that, but it's a really great video. I'd highly recommend you looking at this as soon as I'm finished. Okay, here's another one. Paint. Like most of our paint, the paint for kids, they have like they have the two openings like here. You see that? So, that's a really great way. Before I would open it, now I'm not going to open it. I'm going to see if she, now like, it's like, okay, if she opens it, like, will the paint be all over the floor type of thing. But paint on the floor versus not communicating, goes a long way. Okay, so just be mindful. Just have safety and cleaning supplies, whatever. And this is more important. The communication part is more important than if something is spilled. I'm just being honest with you. And so this is what I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave this in the room. In her room is my room right now, but I really want to leave this in her room. And then tomorrow, I am going to say we're gonna have art. Let's get your art supplies. And then if she wants to have paint, then she can. But I'm not going to assist her. That's a really great one. Okay, come on, Jaquise, let's go. Okay. Okay, again, this little small opening of the bottle. Okay, pulling it first and then squeezing. And this is really this hair product is actually very hard to actually get out. But just in case, and actually squeezing the product down. So it's a really great way to strengthen your child's motor, muscles and everything like that in your hands, but then also to communicate. Or let's say there is a ball on a shelf, right? And they see it, but it's not in hand reach. They would have to say B, or point to it, or if a car on the shelf, vroom, 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 whatever the case may be, ball, communication is so important. So I keep on going back because it is definitely a great video that you want to watch and you want to like to share it among other families. Definitely highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. So I hope that you guys um can figure out some things in your house. You don't have to buy. It's just things that they will like. And that your child, you know, it's like having a computer device can't reach it. Like the computer will be up there, you know? And obviously for Jasmine, she still asks for community advice, but for individuals that may even want to expand it, right? So she's kind of used to asking and then me giving it to her, right? But the simple fact that it's, I don't know how I could do it. But even with asking for it herself, she still need to expand with her asking. It doesn't make sense. I hope that makes sense. Expand everything else that goes along with it. Okay. So I hope this helps. And I hope, hi, I just saw your comment. I hope this helps. And I definitely highly recommend you looking at the video, Motivating Your Child with Autism. Absolutely a great presentation. And it's mainly about something that they want, that they always desire, I guess, something that is not desiring, they're not going to ask for it. Does that make sense? That makes completely sense. Okay, so, and then you put it in a container with a lid, and that's for like maybe for young kids. For older kids, again, it could be something that comes along with, okay, I know how to open, but I don't know how to squeeze, right? It's a challenge for me. And so today, I did I allowed her, and she was about to have a meltdown because I kept saying, keep trying 4 times. After the fourth time, then I helped her. But I don't, I used to, squeeze it and do it right away. And it's like, okay, well, I ain't gotta do nothing, and that's the reality of it. Okay, I don't gotta do nothing. I don't have to ask for it. I don't have to bend my back and do everything that I have to do for me to learn how to do something. If you're always, always like doing stuff for your child will. I don't like to say never. I really don't like to say never, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Anyhow, they will never be independent, or what independent looks like to them. Never, ever. They will always depend upon you. That's something that's hard pill to swallow sometimes, but the truth is the truth. And I lived in that truthful moment, and I had to like surrender. I had to surrender, and I had to realize that I was a crutch. A crutch. Okay? And so here's a thing that comes along with, you teach your child a skill. They master it. And the skill practice is based upon like maybe a month or two. Okay, month or two, you're guiding them, you're correcting them, you're motivating them. After 2 3 months, I would say after 3 months, that's it. You don't help them at all, not once. Tantrum meltdown will start. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You can do it. It's a teaching moment. So after the fourth time, I helped her. A squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And I will do it tonight. A squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, you can do it, Jasmine. You can do it. I can't. Oh, let's squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. After the 3 or 4 times, okay, let mommy do it. But you put your hand on right here too. So we're gonna squeeze together. Do this maybe until July, right? May, June, July. It's almost May in a way. May, June, July. By July and almost August, I am expecting her to try a little bit more with squeezing this tube. so that maybe by November or December, she would just on home. But if I'm always just doing it for her, I just close this. I'm closing this for a reason. So tonight I'm gonna see if she can open this. And even with doing all this and then they still communicate, allowing them to have that time to try is a big thing. It's a big. So I really hope this helped. I beat the mark 20 minutes and it's almost 21 minutes. So I'm going to go. I highly recommend you watching the video and let me know. Like this is not just like, oh, okay, I'm going to give you whatever, my 2 cents, and then that's it. Hey, I did the, out of reach, or I did the choices, right? Do you want a marker? Opening the marker is really hard, actually. For adults, anyway. It's just like, and in general, it's really hard. Like when you first have a marker, it is really hard. Oh my goodness, right? Or do you want a marker, or do you want markers, or do you want to paint? Those are choices. Whatever you want to do, right? But you have to ask for being open, right? So how to communicate is so important. So I hope this helps you guys. And tomorrow it is toilet training. Oh, yes. And I want to make sure that the parent is going to be on. I believe the parent is going to be on for tomorrow night. If not, it's just going to be me, you, and me. It's going to be me, and I'm talking to whoever it is. But I believe a parent is going to be on tomorrow night. And so it's going to be great, you guys. It's definitely going to be great. I have some insights on that toilet training I need to steal. And you're like, toilet training? What? Toilet training? Jasmine's 9. And I'm going to tell you some insights about individuals who have autism tomorrow night about that. But definitely, you guys, check out the YouTube video that I posted on the comments below, and I will see you guys. And I kind of moved it around. And here's the reason why I moved. Here's the reason why I moved. Sometimes the times around. It all depends on what we're doing, right? And Jasmine have Jasmine did awesome today. Like, just the motivation and just wanting to learn was good, and it was to the point that I allowed her to have a little more time than what I usually, but I didn't have no screening time until just now. So right after this, I told her no more screen time for the night. And to not have a lot of screen time over personal screen time, like it opens up so, oh my goodness, like I might have a video, like I might have to do a live show about why we should not have a lot of screen time. I'm seeing the work now. I have been the mom who allowed her to have screen time since she was little. Okay. I'm Yes, TV was my babysitter. Okay. I'm just being honest. TV was my babysitter. I had, school and juggling with everything else. TV was my babysitter for Jasmine. 30 minutes. Oh, let me knock that out. Let me take a nap, type of thing. But at the same time, I know the difference in her demeanor and behavior and all that stuff. So anyway, moving forward to tomorrow. Toilet training is tomorrow, and it's going to be an awesome show. Whether the parent or not going to be on, but I believe in my heart that she's going to be on. And when she's on, oh my goodness, she been on my show before. I know we're going to have a great time. So I hope that you guys got something out of it. Bring more awareness to the community. All right, until then, you guys have an awesome rest of your night. Bye bye.